Welcome to Pro Tool Reviews. What I have here today is Milwaukee's brand new M18 Fuel 2837 5-inch random orbital sander. Kind of excited to see what this can do. We just got it in and let's open the box. Before we open the box, let's see what the box can tell us about the tool. So tool only, so no battery or charger, that's okay. Fits all of your M18 batteries and it works with vac link. So there's something going to be coming out that is going to be part of Milwaukee's dust extractor system, and this tool is already compatible with it, and you'll be able to get a dust extractor later that will work with it. So when you turn power on your sander, your dust extractor will also power on. Low vibrations, what they're claiming with this tool. Fast material removal. You do get good dust collection, 88% with the included bag. If you hook it up to a vacuum hose, up to 95% extraction. And like all Milwaukee tools, we got a 5-year warranty. So without further ado, let's open this up. All right, some sanding pads. A little pamphlet here tells us about one key and some of the other things that are in the Milwaukee collection. Your user manual, so you might want to hold on to that. And here is our sander. And it looks like a couple accessories as well. Let me set this aside. And we have a vacuum attachment. We have our, looks like our vacuum bag here. So, and there's our vacuum bag. And here is our sander. All right. All right, so pretty compact, nice rubber overmold on the top here. Be able to get a really nice grip on there. It fits really nicely in the palm of my hand. Looks like we have an edge protector that's, removable. So we can take that off and have full access to our disc here. Or if we're sanding up against something and need to protect the edge, we can click this on as well and have an edge protector. So when we bump against something, we're not going to hit the edge of the sanding pad against that surface. So here's our dust collection system. It's off to the side here. And it looks like if we want to do vacuum dust collection, we take this. It has a spring-loaded clip on here. Slip this on, clip it in place, attach our vacuum to here and this port, and you're good to go for a vacuum connection. If we're going to use the included bag, we have a little dust bag here as well. This is open. There is no zipper or any way to open this. It looks like you just install this on here, do your sanding action. When this gets filled up, you take this off and tap it out. So it's spring-loaded, so it kind of stays open to make sure we collect our sanding dust. Again, this is about 80, I think it said 85% or 88% effective at collecting dust. And once you switch over to your vacuum, you're at about 95% effective for collecting that dust. Now, as far as the tool goes, we have modes. So we have 5 modes on top, and those are selectable with this button here, and then we also have our vac link here as well. Let me go ahead and put a battery in just so we can activate these and see what it looks like. Put this on, and we're in mode 5 right now. Switch to mode 1, just click that button. So mode 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And to turn it on, we have a button right on the tip, on the front part of the palm grip here, so you'll be able to hit that with your finger. And there's mode 1. I don't have to turn it off to switch modes. And what those modes are doing for you is giving you the speed change from 6,000 orbits per minute all the way up to 12,000 orbits per minute. So we're getting a long range in how much your orbital action is moving here, how fast it's moving. And as far as the orbit itself, the size is 3/32 of an inch. So we're talking a pretty small orbit diameter. And you can, let's turn this on so you can see that. That kind of gives you an idea right there. It does use a hook and loop fastener type system, so it does come with 2 80 grit discs. Discs are easy to attach thanks to that hook and loop system, which is also pretty universal on the market now, so you should be able to find discs just about anywhere you're gonna find one of these sanders. They should also sell the discs. easy to line up. The perforated holes in here are for that dust collection system. So when you're using this, you're going to want to make sure that you line up the hole with the holes on the sanding pad. That way, as you connect either a vacuum or you're using the onboard dust collection, you'll be able to collect that dust up. And these holes, being that this is an OEM sanding pad, match perfectly with the holes that are on the hook and loop pad. And so now with that in place, we would be ready to go. This is what includes is an 80 grit disc, but these discs are available in a whole wide of range of grits. This is a 5-inch diameter, so you got 5 inches across here. Gives you a good, nice, large sanding surface. And let me see if there's anything else to point out here as we look at this. Not really. I'm ready to give it a try, though. I'm eager to see how it feels. I'm eager to see the amount of vibration, dampening that this tool has built into it. It does feel like there is some as I hold it down here on the table. I can feel that there's a little bit of movement there, which hopefully contributes to that lack of vibration that I'll feel. So let's go ahead and give it a try. So to test this sander, what I'm going to do is start out with the dust collection that's included for the onboard dust collection with the bag. I'm going to make some strong or deep lines into this piece of wood with this carpenter pencil. And I'm going to go ahead and sand these out of the wood just to try to get an idea of how fast we can remove material. So we got a whole bunch of lines. I'm pressing pretty hard here. And this will give us a good idea of how fast we can remove material. I'm going to go ahead and clip on our dust collection bag. So that's clipped on now. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. I'm going to start with mode 1. So that's the lower, the slowest speed that the sander has. And I'll go ahead and take the guard off as well so you can see any debris that might come around. This is supposed to be pretty 88% effective at gathering dust, so let's see how we do. I am going to go ahead and turn that up. I'm going to just go ahead straight to top speed and see what that feels like. All right, so I got most of it out. It is very smooth. There's not a whole lot left in there. A minute more of sanding would probably have gotten the rest of it out. But what I want to see is, if you notice, there is some dust left on the surface, which, you know, when we're sanding, that's to be expected, but it's pretty minimal actually. There's not a whole lot of, you can see there's not a lot to even wipe off. It's pretty minimal. Now let's look inside of our bag and see what we got inside of here. So you can see dust collects up inside for sure. And as far as our bag goes, did a pretty effective job of picking up that dust. And again, that's why it's so important to line up these holes in your sanding disc with your pad, your sanding pad, to make sure that you have that dust collection. The sander does do a good job of internally vacuuming those out. As you can see, we have pretty minimal dust where we sanded, and pretty efficient dust job of collecting that dust in this bag. Now, the next thing we want to test is, let me wipe this away, and do this all over again with the sander attached to a vacuum. So I'm going to go ahead and use the new Milwaukee M18 vacuum here, cordless vacuum. I'm going to go and connect the vacuum attachment on my tool. We have our vacuum here, and this again is a Milwaukee vacuum that fits right onto there really nice. This does look like it's a universal fit vacuum adapter here, so it looks like even if you don't have a Milwaukee vacuum, you can attach it to another vacuum without issue. And again, I'm going to do the same thing where we're going to draw some lines and sand those lines off to see how long that takes and what we get. There we go. That should be adequate to demonstrate what the sander does. I'm just going to go ahead and start it in top speed. This is not at a very aggressive sanding pad. 80 grit isn't terribly aggressive, especially this is yellow pine, which is a harder type of pine. So yeah, it's not fast material removal, but definitely adequate with this pad. So let's go ahead and start this one. Yep. Turn my vacuum on. So there you have it. We sanded the lines off. I'm going to wipe my hand across here, and very minimal dust left on the surface. If you notice as you're watching the video as well, there's really no dust coming out the sides of the sander. Even when I passed the edge of the sanding disc over the wood, there was no dust falling. This did an amazing job. There's not even dust really even left on the sanding pad. So attaching to a vacuum definitely does up your ability to do dust collection. And as you can see here, it did leave a nice smooth finish. Now this was not sanded before I began, so now it is definitely smoothed out very nicely. And yeah, the dust collection works. The other thing was the vibration was very minimal with the sander. I didn't feel it wasn't fatiguing at all. Obviously I only used it for a few minutes here, but vibration control definitely does seem to be doing a good job as far as not getting to a point of being fatigued. So yeah, if you had to use this for an extended amount of time, your hand's not going to fall asleep. So there you have it. There's sanding in a really quick demonstration of what it can do and its dust collection. What Milwaukee did with the 2837 random orbital sander is gave us a capable sander. This is something you can take out in the field, can use it in your shop, and you're not going to really be compromising on power, dust control, and things that you might be accustomed to with a corded sander. It's also very balanced. It's not going to be fatiguing to use for an extended amount of time because of the amount of vibration control that's built into it. Even in the short test that I did, it was actually a pleasure to use. My hand didn't feel like it was going to fall asleep. I do love the dust control though. The fact that I can gather up to 88% of the dust with this included bag and also 95% with a vacuum, big deal. A lot cleaner workspace, a lot healthier to work in that environment without having to have all that dust in the air. This tool is available as a tool only currently. It goes for $199. Should be available anywhere Milwaukee Tools are sold. You can click the link below and get one for yourself today. I am curious, what kind of cordless sanders do you use? What kind of vibration control do they have? What kind of dust control do you have? And if you have any comments or thoughts about this tool in particular, leave me a comment below in the box. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, do so you don't miss out on any of the latest tool news and reviews. And as always, thanks for watching.